What's going on, everyone? This is Mad Dog Daily once again. It's been a while since I uploaded a video on here. Actually, this is a brand new well, it's not a brand new camera, but it's a better one. At least that's my opinion. At least from what I'm seeing right now on the screen, I found the right application on my computer better than the one before. At least with the color scheme. But that might be because it's getting dark out there. Anyway, one thing I want to update you guys on is something that actually happened almost a week ago. I want to say like a couple days after my last video, and that has to do with people on social media. At least not people on social media, but my perception at the time for a very brief moment of people on social media, but more so my mind playing tricks on me. I thought that what I was saying about, like, everything that's happened to me in the past, whether it be about being restrained in school, held down by a bunch of people, any struggles that I was talking about that, I keep retweeting over and over again. This is Twitter mostly I'm talking about. And then just if you go to my blog, as always, the description's down at the bottom, but the link, but yeah, just everything that I've been, angry about, which I'm going to continue to be angry about, and all that stuff. And just like being a voice for the mental health community and the actually autistic community, that what I was saying was like phony, because nobody has actually met me in real life. Like, the closest you met me in real life is watching these videos, if you've seen any of them yet. And yes, I'm talking to my Twitter fam. But it's something that is a result of being treated by so many people over the past, pretty much since I was a kid, ever since that stuff actually happened, especially when that stuff happened. Because when that stuff happened, I was pretty much treated like it was okay. I was sort of brainwashed into thinking that I deserved it. I whatever I did wrong was my fault. When in reality, it was just a matter of being at the wrong place, because that's all that there was at the time. It was a terrible school. I didn't belong there. Thank God that place is gone now. But anyway, so about the phoniness. Yeah. Going back to what I was saying, all these years since that stuff, and then just all the self-esteem, all the the depression, everything that sort of ruined a lot of my teens and my 20s and up till now, it all stems back from that, because my life pretty much took a turn for the very, 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 very worst right after I was 10 years old. And I for all those years, most people and especially the people that were close to me, treated it as if I was lucky. I was, to quote somebody, damn lucky, that my life wasn't as hard as I was making it out to be, that I was just a drama queen. I was complaining all the time, and I actually believed it. And people in college did that all the time, because one thing that I don't like talking about, because some people might take it the wrong way, is that some struggles are more, I don't want to offend anybody, but some struggles in the autistic community anyway don't get enough attention. I know I mentioned that in the last video, but as a result of that, a lot of people like me aren't taken seriously, and it's like we deserve what we got, or whenever we say anything, it's either like we're making it up, anything from the past, we're making it up, or we are overreacting to it, because it isn't something that you're constantly seeing on the news all the time. It isn't something you're reading about in the papers. It isn't something you're seeing a bunch of articles online about. And it's just not. It's an issue that's destroying lives, and the same thing goes with, the suicide rates way at its peak right now. And I've been communicating with a lot of people online about actually, I'm not going to say any names, but let's just say that I've been talking through a few people in DMs about talking them out of suicide. I'm not going to say who, but I just want to let you know that sometimes people overlook this and they treat it as if it's not a big deal. And when it comes to that, autism aside, I think people are getting aware of it a little bit more, but that's only when it's trendy and when a celebrity dies or when a celebrity relapses, like Demi Lovato or something like that. And it's definitely like a great way to bring people together. To not great for the people that are the victims of it, absolutely not. But it's something that should stay that way after everyone forgets about it, which they shouldn't. It's not a trend. These are real people. Celebrities are real people. There are reasons why this stuff happens, and people got to look at the reasons as opposed to after the fact. That's something I see a lot on Twitter too. A lot of people I know in the mental health community say this all the time. I say it all the time. And yeah, I mean, going back to what I was saying about the actually autistic thing and about mental health, no matter what, if somebody feels a certain way about something and they feel traumatized, regardless of what the other person or the other people that aren't that person are thinking, if they're feeling a certain way about it, if they're struggling, it's not there. Why would you fake that? Why would you put on a mask for something so that's gonna take away years of your life and make you feel like shit all your life? It's not worth it, and it's just not. Nobody in their right mind would do that. And even if they weren't in their right mind, nobody would want to do that. I can't think of a single person other than Donald Trump, but whatever. Yeah, and that's all I'm saying. People need to look at things from the perspective of the person that is suffering, and not look at it through like a Broadway. I crack myself up sometimes. And not look at it from a media-friendly perspective either. I said in a few blog posts, especially one that I keep retweeting over and over again, or was reason why mental health matters, and that's all we need is a society that is compassionate and where people are stop letting their opinions dictate what is really going on with people inside. And yeah, I mean, that's where all the stigma comes from. Another thing I wanted to mention too, two things actually, and they're related to Donald Trump. One thing I can't stand is when people who are against him, like including myself, but I'm talking about people that are sort of missing the point. Calling him mentally ill, I don't go for that. Not, don't get me wrong, dude is fucking nuts. And he really needs to just be locked away and replace the kids with the cages, have them all sent back with their families, all the trauma, that's already happened, and I hate that. Those kids are gonna suffer the rest of their lives. But take them out, put that guy in. That's all I'm saying. But besides all that, dude's like crazy. But at the same time, don't use the term mentally ill when describing him, because so many people out there are suffering from a mental illness, whether it be depression, whether it be anxiety, whether it be PTSD, whether it be BPD, anything like that. And it's just like a label. It doesn't need to be like that. Just say that dude's unstable. Say that he's like narcissist or something. I know that that's a clinical term too, but there is absolutely nothing positive about that. I'm telling you. just don't use terms like mentally ill. And the same thing goes, like, just like when people, I know people with autism. I mentioned a long time ago in a very early blog post about stereotypes, and Sheldon Cooper from The Big Bang Theory was the topic of it. And actually earlier today I saw an article from this woman on an Autism Support Network site that was talking about the same thing that I was talking about, but was even going into further detail about the fact that this character, the writers of the show, of The Big Bang Theory, never actually said that he is on the spectrum to the viewers or just the public in general. They refuse to disclose it. Obviously they're writing it that way, so it's ridiculous for them not to do it. But it's really just an excuse, to make autism jokes without actually using the word. And that's fucking disgusting. And I've never actually watched the show Young Sheldon, the spin-off, the prequel, whatever you want to call it, with Sheldon being a kid. But they're making it all cute and cute autism. That's what was going on. That's what the woman was talking about in this article. I thank the person on Twitter for sending me that article, because it's something that I'm just saying, like the Rain Man, Sheldon, all that stuff, does not describe us at all. And it's something that, despite what people say about, there's been so much progress in autism awareness, there really has not. And I said that in the last video, and I'm saying it again here. So, I was kind of all over the place for this video, but I just wanted to get some stuff off my chest. And, I'm not really going to edit anything here because, regardless, this is stuff that had to be said, regardless of how this flowed. So, I'm going to keep it focused in future videos, but I just wanted to tell everybody this. And I'll be uploading new videos very soon. Probably within another one later tonight, one tomorrow. House is completely empty other than me, so I'm taking advantage of it and doing as much work with this as I can to make up for lost time, especially because I kind of needed that lost time at the time. And I was just really struggling mentally, and I just have been so not discouraged, but wanting to just get a job already. But that's going to be a topic in the next video. And I made one of the next videos. So anyway, read my blog, definitely. All the stuff before these videos, the videos are also in the blog, but anything before that is all, very, very thought out writing by me personally, and you should really check it out. I'm sure you can relate to a lot of it, and I mentioned a few of those examples in this video already. And then also check out my Mixcloud. I'm going to post that there too, as usual. There's an R&B video. There's an R&B mix that I did a week ago. Already it's got 140 plays from random people on Mixcloud. That's huge. I usually only get like 2 or 3 plays a day if I'm lucky. Otherwise it's just 2 or 3 one day and then it just stops. And now I on like the R&B chart, whatever that means, on Mixcloud. I am actually on that chart. I got an email. I got 44. I'm at number 44. I don't know out of what, like 50 or something. But to me, that means a lot. So anyway, that's just some good news I wanted to share. So I'll catch you all next time. This is Mad Dog Daily signing off. Peace out.